confidence that they can do it this season.
I think the one thing Wolves
Hello?
fans will say, and this is their
Can you hear me, chat?
really of the owners, isn't it?
Can you all hear me? Sorry about the last stream. It crashed.
Again in the first
How about now? Can you hear me?
They were chanting against Jeff G. They're chanting against the owners. They sold the team, now sell the club. And that's not going to happen right now. Fosun aren't actively looking to sell. But they do want to look for minority stake. They would like a minority ownership if they can. John Textor, the former Crystal Palace co-owner, he is interested.
Yes, that does work. Okay. Let me just change it to Vegas.
Some more discussions, but at the minute they are not looking to sell the club.
Nick Masterson, thank you very much. Good to talk to you. I know there's no one across Wolves better than this man right now. What a massive day this is for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Can they find their first Premier League win of this season?
Chris, thank you very much. Well, can they find that win? Because Nadem, I think it was yesterday, Vitor Pereira said they need to stop conceding weak goals. So let's have a look. And why do you think that is happening?
Well, there's so many different reasons, and some of it's to do with confidence. But one thing about most goals you can see, they tend to come from consecutive errors. And it's not a question about desire. So Polina was in a position there where it's essentially two players versus him. But the two players being drawn towards the ball, they want to have a positive impact, but in doing so, they leave so much space on the edge of the box. And Polina just looked really good. It's a great finish. We give him too much opportunity. In this one here, the ball's coming out of play. If you're a confident player, you just let it go out. You can see some drops this time and just let it go out. But again, it's consecutive errors because the errors are other. Because now it's turned back on the play. In fairness, he sees an opportunity. But here's a short corner. So within the space of 5 seconds, they've decided to kick out the corner. The team's not conceding. Look at the goalkeeper. Look how frustrated he is. And this is unfortunately the problem sometimes, because I've been in this situation before. People are actively trying their hardest, but they're missing out on little details. So yeah, let's get back into position. But look at the space and the gap that can be there for a Burnley side, who aren't necessarily a team that really exploits these spaces really well overall on a week-to-week basis, but they offer it. And if the Premier League decides to find the space and to drive forward, everyone fits in the right area. But are you affecting the building? Are you affecting the play? Who gets the ball here and opposed again? And just to make things worse, I said consecutive errors. Well, in this one, he's been bullied in front of your 6-yard box in what was a massive game for you. Again, here, they've got so
Just
many
gonna
players
do
in
this
area. This is their
quickly.
strong side. But in the matter of seconds from their own turnover, you've got a side like
Yeah.
They'll score a ton of goals, scoring what I think
Okay.
would be the winner in the game, which Wolves were playing at home and they felt that pressure. It's a great ball, it's a great run, it's a great finish. But literally 5 seconds earlier, Wolves had possession of the ball.
Yeah.
So some of these consecutive errors you can see affects their confidence. The crowd starts to affect them as well. And they're good players, but unfortunately on the wrong side of football at the moment.
You know, just before we showed you a lot of love, but now we're going to flip it because actually you were part of a QPR side back in what, 2012, 13?
Please carry on.
You lost, what was it, 16?
No. Fact check. We didn't win in 16.
Okay.
To start the season, we didn't win in 16. And for a point, that was the record for most games.
I was going to say, how do you feel? But clearly it's this...
Listen, I've been staying with this for quite a while, and Sheffield United actually broke that record a few years
1
ago.
minute, everyone. Hello, chat. I've returned from the abyss. Oh no. Again.
And Yates and Gideon Collier and Luton are back on track. It took them until added time, but this fight that they've been in, it might just come to a happy ending. Some prayers being said. In it goes from McAllister. Surely out the final chance. It's Dash! Oh, he's put it wide! And Aidan Dash, how he will wish he could have that again. How his manager will wish he could have that again.
About it.
Yeah, what a cracking start to the first round. And as ever, there are so many great stories around the FA Cup. Former Liverpool and Sunderland striker Fabio Borini has signed for Leeds City and is relishing playing for them today.
What is it called? People ask me like, why you come back in England with the weather? I said, well, I like it. I like it when it's crispy like this, even if I prefer to stay inside. But yeah, but yeah, it's nice. As a footballer out of a contract, trying to get obviously the move that you want, and then the transfer window closes, then obviously unexpectedly you don't get the move that you probably wished for or wanted, and but I know I wanted to play football. So I took the opportunity to come and train here. I knew Alex Bruce.
Gary's mod is fucking.
He texted me and said, if you wanna train with us after the PFA camp is finished, you're more than welcome to, and then maybe you impress a couple of people and hopefully you sign for us. Which I didn't give too much attention to that at the time, but I was taking the opportunity to stay fit in the best way possible to then be ready to sign for a club. Then it happened to be a Salford.
1, 2, 3, 4, counting every day. I've been stuck in it, somebody help me get away.
Me wanting to carry on for 2-3 years because I feel good mentally and physically. The engines are still on, and then they're not running on low fuel. So that's the main reason. I reckon everybody wanted to play against Salford before I came here because of Salford, because of the background, because of the football people. And it's challenging for me to keep the same level, and it's challenging for the team to raise. It's good memories. The FA Cup is an historical cup, is a good cup, and you always want to be part of it. You want to do it well, you want to take it to the next round every time because you know it's important for the club for financial reason, and you get to play maybe in big stadiums, which are great experiences for young players. And then you want to have that English heritage within you from the FA Cup.
Well, Salford's tied with Lincoln. It's one of 34 first-round games being played today. You can follow them all on Farnborough. Kenny Summers on iPlayer and BBC.
Hello.
Jason Mohammed isn't in that final score hot seat today because we have 2 live games for you going on this weekend. You can join Jason from 45 on BBC Two when National League side Brackley Town hosted League Two, Notts County, and at 2 o'clock tomorrow it's National League against League Two once again. I'm going to be down in Hampshire to see Eastleigh against Walsall, which is on BBC Two. I mean, you two are across final score. Looking forward to the busy day ahead.
There's a lot of football.
It's going to be wild, isn't it? Yeah.
We're ready for it.
Lots of fun, lots of goals, hopefully. You know.
Hopefully lots of goals. Well, we saw Luton Town and some amazing scenes, and it is about the stories, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'll be honest, if ever get into 4-3, then yeah, absolutely, we're up for it. But yeah, it's a reflection of how big football is in England, so I always love the first round.
Ellen, a couple of WSL games going on right now. Chelsea up against Manchester City and Manchester City against West Ham.
Yeah, I think, Chelsea unbeaten 28, they're just such a force at the moment, aren't they? London City Lions have done well this season as well. And, they're putting on a decent performance. It's just, I feel like Chelsea are way on top, and then Man City are performing as they have done this season and just hit the juggernaut, aren't they?
Well, as it stands, yeah, I think the loss rate of the season has affected them, but it's interesting to see how they're performing with the new manager, because he's very much outside of that City football group system, so that's good.
Ellen, whilst we're on the subject of women's football, some sad news this week. Michelle Adnan, her injury, she did ACL, so missed this, and you know the road that it takes to wish her a speedy recovery.
Absolutely, it's a really difficult one. 19 years old, it's so frustrating because she had so much confidence and momentum. Obviously, we saw what she did at the Euros, but yeah, I wish her lots of luck in her recovery. I'm sure she's got the support network, and yeah, I'm sure she'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, it's a difficult one.
She's so young, so the support around her is going to be everything, ain't it?
It's going to be massive, but she's got to be good.
She sure does. And once again, sending her a best of luck and speedy recovery. But that is all from us here at Football Focus today. Like normal, these two are going to be on a final score later on, so double bubble for them. We hope you have a great weekend. We will see you next week, but just a reminder, we do have some WSL action going on the iPlayer tomorrow at midday as Villa are taking on Everton. We'll see you next week.
Hello and welcome to Final Score. We're going to keep you up to date with all the goals and the action.
Welcome to the FA Cup live across BBC Sport. For those of you who love a cup set, what better way to grab your attention for the next couple of hours?
Cunha! He has left off in a Manchester United shirt. Has he got the chance? He has. And it's going to come out for the chance to score the winner. Van Dijk, in right at the death. Gets a shot away off the post and showing up by Jude Bellingham.
It's all looking positive, and the club's going in the right direction. You see with the signings, the club's made. I think they'll see a lot more than us pushing higher up on the table.
The FA Cup live on the BBC.
Was glorious.
A cup upset all the ages. It's what everybody's talking about.
Love this competition. I'm excited. Magic of the cup. You better believe it.
The FA Cup first round, Brackley Town v Notts County, today 5:15 on BBC Two and iPlayer.
In the darkest night.
All these people, they just play by different rules.
I can make them believe in me.
You sit around the table and I'll tell you everything.
That's what makes me the one you want to trust.
Maybe I never really have.
So who's going to be next?
Your next TV obsession. Watch now, only on BBC iPlayer.
Now, Saturday's lunchtime news on BBC One with Karen Giannoli.
Good afternoon. There are intensifying calls for Andrew Mountbatten Windsor to give evidence about his links to the billionaire sex offender Jeffrey Epstein to an investigation by US lawmakers. One member of the US House Oversight Committee has urged him to come clean and said he could give evidence from the UK. The former prince has always denied he had sex with Virginia Giuffre when she was 17, who said she was trafficked to him by Epstein. Noor Nanji has more.
This morning, a car Andrew has previously been pictured driving, leaving the grounds of Windsor Great Park. The King's younger brother is soon to lose his home here at Windsor's Royal Lodge, along with all his titles, and will move to one of the smaller properties in the grounds of the King's Sandringham estate. His ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, will also move out, although it's unclear where she will go. But far from drawing a line, in the US, it's led to renewed calls for Andrew to reveal all he knows about his friend and convicted sex offender, the late Jeffrey Epstein, and to make good on the palace's statement that its sympathies lie with the survivors of abuse.
Words without action are really meaningless, so I would want to see some action on his part to back up what he said. He contends that he had no involvement. And so I think that a lot of us are curious as to why he's unwilling to cooperate and be questioned about his involvement with Epstein. If he has nothing to hide, then why is the hype?
Newly unveiled US court documents once again show the depth of the friendship. In an email sent in 2010, a few months after Epstein was released from his first prison stint, Andrew writes he will try to visit him in New York for a couple of days before the summer, adding, "It would be good to catch up in person." Now the political pressure is mounting. Democrat members of the Congressional Committee investigating the handling of the Epstein case have been calling for Andrew to testify.
I would like for him to come to our committee and tell us everything he knows about Jeffrey Epstein and the crimes that were committed. He can absolutely do it remotely. He can have a lawyer present. We have many options for him to tell us what he knows.
Even as Andrew's royal status weakens, the scrutiny may yet intensify. Nanji, BBC News.
A plane carrying aid from the UK for people in Jamaica affected by Hurricane Melissa has landed in the capital, Kingston. The supplies include more than 3,000 emergency shelter kits and 1,500 solar-powered lanterns. They're part of an emergency humanitarian aid package to support the Caribbean region's recovery from devastation caused by the hurricane. Neda Taufik reports.
Across Jamaica, the need for aid is obvious. From desperate grabbing at handouts to hours-long queues, people are trying to get their hands on the most basic necessities.
We need water. Because I left my home this morning, there is no water there. There is no light. You cannot make connections. There is no connection, no phone calls, no internet.
Black River is now in pieces. People's homes, livelihoods, prized possessions torn apart and reduced to piles of debris. Hurricane Melissa's ferocious 185-mile-per-hour winds didn't spare any part of town. Days on, Jamaicans here say they are in full survival mode after living through the most harrowing experience of their lives. As the commercial hub of St. Elizabeth Parish, dozens traveled from nearby villages to scavenge for goods.
The situation in Black River is absolutely desperate. No help has arrived so far, and so people have been picking through the rubble for any supplies that they can get their hands on to survive until meaningful aid comes in the next few days.
We don't have no access to no money, no light, no gas, no food, no, we don't have. Jamaica rent, we need help, help!
We need sheets, we need food, we need tents, we need medical supplies. I lose everything I got to lose.
How have the last few days been here?
God, rough.
Overhead, signs that the first wave of disaster relief may soon be on its way. While we were there, military arrived on the scene to control the crowds and support recovery operations. The town's hospital is severely damaged, losing its roof and power. Doctors have been working there since before the storm hit and are worried about the scale of the need.
It's a great loss. We're here right now. Children are out there, probably need medical attention, and we are unable to provide such medical service to them at this moment.
Jamaicans with family in Black River will have seen the total devastation and will be wondering if their loved ones survived. With fears that the death toll could increase, those answers can't come soon enough. Neda Taufik, BBC News, Black River, Jamaica.
Well, our correspondent Will Grant is in Kingston. Will, what's the current situation?
Basket for the washing.
Well, as you know, Karen, the lifeblood of Jamaica is tourism, but in this Hurricane Melissa post-disaster environment, the focus is on getting the tourists out and getting that aid in. Now, we know this morning here in Jamaica that 7 articulated lorries will be making their way to the Black River area where they plan to distribute aid. That's going with one aid agency, and as you saw in Neda's report, the need across this island is just desperate. We've spent time on the northern coast where people, particularly towards the tourist destination of Montego Bay, are running out of water. They don't have enough fuel, they don't have blankets, they're sleeping without coverings because of
Hi, I know. Hello everyone. I've returned.
This part of the UK you're not too unfamiliar with.
Oh.
I'll sort this out for us, aren't we?
What? Oh my god.
Okay. Is there any Chris in that Walker's box? I just wondered if there was. I don't want any.
Oh, why? Oh yeah, because if there wasn't, we could take it out.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's the one I wanted.
Guess that's what you're watching. Guess you're watching the one you don't want. Oh. Vegas, you good? Mano, like literally. My editing software, I think, is dying.
If you want to get to the racecourse from the city, you can do this thing in an underground. Or taxi. Good help, like Putney Cab. Later, I'll be learning about the history of London's iconic taxis and their dedicated drivers. Fast. Where do you want to go, mate?
That's easy. Let's go bargain hunting.
Hello.
Today's Reds and Blues are shopping for antiques at Epsom Racecourse, and they're champing at the bit to get going.
Each team is £300
Hi.
on one arm to buy 3 items, which they then take to auction.
One item must cost at least £75, and there's also no
Hi.
challenge.
Let's meet today's teams.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. And I'm Angelina. We're the Mighty Mother Daughter Duo.
Okay.
The Reds, let's see who they're up against.
I'm Isaac. And I'm Paul. And we're here to have a ball.
Let's kick things off.
Hello, team. Are you ready to go bargain hunting? Excellent. So what do you need before you can go bargain hunting? Money. Quite right. So, £300 for Rebecca and Angelina, and £300 for...
What's everyone's favorite operating system? Come on, say it with me. Oh, Windows 11. Yay, I love unnecessary hardware requirements causing mass amounts of e-waste. And I'm putting it on this iMac from 2007 because why not? It'll totally work. What are you talking about? Let's get on with it. So I've previously upgraded this thing. It's got an SSD in it. There's also 3 gigabytes of RAM. Very normal amount of RAM to have in a computer. And it has a totally not 400 megahertz Intel Core 2 Duo, this version. So it should hopefully be good enough to install the latest version of Windows 11. Guess we'll see though. Are you excited? Because I am. Let's do it. First things first, we have to download Windows 11. I know, riveting content here. Let's do it. We're gonna download the ISO. What? We are unable to what? Error. We are unable to complete your request at this time. Some users, entities, and locations are banned from using this service. What do you mean? Am I banned from downloading Windows 11? Huh? I don't even... this is already going great. Microsoft, you're literally stopping me from doing what you want everyone to do. Okay, can I do it on the Mac? I can already feel this video will not be a disaster at all, just like the other Windows 11 video I did. Oh, wait. Oh, cool. It lets you do it on a Mac. What? I guess I am not banned from downloading Windows 11. Bamboozled once again, Microsoft. Download faster. Oh, right, because it's on a 2007 iMac with, like, a very old Wi-Fi adapter. Awesome. All right, time to wait 7 minutes. It's done downloading. Hey, look, an ISO. Can I use Boot Camp for this? Where's Boot Camp? Boot boot camp. This'll work perfectly. I don't see any issue with this at all. But before I even do that, I have to get the ISO off the Mac onto the Windows computer so I can use Rufus on it and then put it back in the Mac. See how convoluted you made this, Microsoft, by banning me? Thanks. Alright, let's Rufus it up. We're gonna remove the requirement for 4 gigabytes of RAM, secure boot, and TPM 2.0. And then also, we're not doing a friggin' online account. Shut up, Microsoft. Alright, go. Oh, I've Rufused so hard. I'm gonna shove it back in the iMac now, unwillingly. Does this iMac only have 3 USB ports? What is Apple doing? Alright, continue. The installer disk cannot be found. You can't install it from a USB? What are you talking about, Boot Camp? You can... Alright, we're doing this the way Bill Jobs intended. Let's get to the boot picker. Goodbye. Hello. So we gotta turn this on and hold Alt. This keyboard is very yellow. Hello? Great. White. Why? Wait, is this just broken now? Does this turn on normally now? Hold on. Oh. Cool, it just doesn't boot macOS anymore. I already broke it. Don't know how I did that. What is going on? Is it not working because this is like a Windows keyboard? I don't have the original keyboard for this. What about this one? Oh, here. Yay! Alright, get this thing in there. We're installing Windows 11, whether it likes it or not. And it clearly doesn't. Will it detect it? Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, are we ready for the moment of truth? Will it boot Windows 11 25H2 natively through the macOS boot picker? I have a spoiler alert for you. It's probably not going to do that, but let's do it anyway. It immediately froze. The mouse doesn't move. Okay, yep, we're just going to burn it to a disk. I don't care. Here are 96 disks. I have way too many of these for my own good. Here's one. Let's do this one. Does it have any fingerprints on it? Now it does. There's a bunch of scratches on it. Whatever. We're wasting a dual-layer DVD for this. This DVD drive was $5 on Amazon, so surely it'll write it perfectly with no issues, and it'll just boot on the first try. What? I/O error. Invalid address for write. So this disk is just bad? No, I don't want to finalize the disk. It failed to write it. It's only halfway done. Does that mean one layer of the 2 layers on the dual layer DVD is just dead? Cool. I guess we're gonna have to get a different DVD into the prop DVD pile with you now. Is this one good? We'll see, I guess. Here you go. Operation successfully completed. Oh, finally. Okay, and it's showing up on the Mac. Alright, let's boot camp it up. This is the most excited you'll ever see me about anything Windows 11 related. 35 gigabytes for Windows. I don't think that's enough. We'll just divide it equally. There we go. Install. Partitioning disk. Oh, let's enter my very secure 1 and then the number 1 password. Perfect. Again!
Aren't you the boss of Temu? Yes. How can you just sit here calmly and eat? You said Temu was offering the Android...
Oh! It just turned off. Was it telling me to do something, or is it booting into the disk now? It might just be booting into the disk. Please be booting into the disk. Oh, it was. Kind of. Oh no. Not this again from the MacBook video. Enter. Anything? Nothing. Time to press the number 1 on the keyboard. Surely this will work. Nothing. Well, it was worth a try. There's gotta be a way to get this to work without that happening. I could just install Windows 7 on here and then update it to Windows 11, but that's the easy way. We don't do the easy way on this channel. Well, apparently time has a limit. That's not stopping me. I just keep getting the urge to do this, so... Yeah, solution time. We're basically just gonna shove the latest Windows 11 ISO through a tool that's meant for creating custom ISOs for like Windows 7. Yeah, 2009, super up to date. It'll work, probably. It didn't work last time, but hey, that's a problem for future me to figure out. And I have a note from previous me, so I don't have to use a single bright cell to do this. Okay, let's do it. But we gotta make 3 folders. WinDVD, that's where the ISO goes. WinExe, that's where OSCD image goes. WinISO, that's where the new ISO goes. Where's Windows 11? Wait, do I have to extract the whole thing? Extract the ISO, yay. Past Jace knows how to give instructions. No, don't open an image burn. Get it in there. We gotta get a command prompt open. I'm just pasting this in. Go. It's done. Wow, that was fast. Alright, now I have to burn it to a disk again. Hello, Windows ISO. You wanna go on a DVD? No. Too bad. Finally, operation completed successfully. Nothing else will make me happier than this working. What are the chances this boots from it? Ooh, Windows Alright, I'm gonna press enter on the keyboard. Oh, we got a blinking cursor. Wait, is this actually gonna work? No, it turned off! What do you mean it's rebooting? Don't do that! It just booted! Microsoft is edging me. Black screen with blinking cursor again. Yay. Oh, wait, it stopped. Oh, no, it started again. Stop playing games with me. Okay, it's been boot looping for a total of like 15 minutes, so I think it's destined to do that for the rest of time. Also, I have just discovered something. Big, huge mistake on my part. Doesn't even look like the processor that's in here meets the requirements for the latest version of Windows 11. Oops. Looks like the processor I put in here only has up to SSE 4.1. We need 4.2 and popcode. Yeah, that's what it's called, popcode. I don't think you're supposed to pronounce it like that, but popcode. Who's coming up with these names? Have you looked at the acronym that you made? What does popcode stand for? It stands for population count. Yeah, Windows 11 requires the CPU to support popcode, otherwise the Windows kernel is unbootable. Alright, well that sucks. Thought I'd be able to put the latest version on here since Sequoia worked. It's fine though. We could just go back a few versions of Windows to one that doesn't need population count. See, I said it right that time. And what version of Windows 11 is that? 23H2. That's 2 versions behind 25H2. Alright, if archive.org is to be trusted, this is 23H2, and it's going to take 2 hours to... What do you mean? No, it's not. No, you're lying. I'm not downloading it from here. Finally, the disk is done. Again. This has Windows 11 23H2 on it that has been run through OS CD image to make it, hopefully, bootable on the iMac. Again. Hopefully this time we get a little bit more than a slight edging of the Windows logo. Oh, what fun we're having here. So much fun. So much fun I could actually eat the microphone. Ah, come on. Do something. Oh, Windows logo. Spinning circle. Ooh, I love worms going in a circle. Oh, I think it's actually... Oh, did it? It's the installer. That was an unnecessary reaction. I'm just going to install now. Install. Oh, it's just going. Oh man, I can't wait for my iMac to do literally nothing. What? Windows cannot open the required file dsourcesinstall.wim. No, not this again. Now I remember why I was saying this didn't work. Uh-oh. It's literally on there. What do you mean? I have an idea. What if I just put the .wim file onto this USB? How will it find it? Great question. I don't know, but we'll see if it works. Okay. Let's just forget about all of the complex stuff I might have to do in just a second, and do this. We're booting from the DVD we made, and a USB that has been Rufused with 23H2 is also plugged in here. Let's see if we can find the install.wim now. Next. Install. It's not going to find it, but we can hope it will. Oh, what? It didn't work? I think it worked. Just me having the USB plugged in, did it just find it on there? Okay. Cool. Not gonna question that. Do I look like I have a product key? What am I? A person who likes Windows 11? No, I don't have a product key. We're gonna install Windows 11 Pro because I'm a professional. Can you tell? Next. This PC can't run Windows 11. Oh, god damn it, I have to do the frickin' registry things. Let's pull up the command prompt. Shift F10. Oh, good, it worked. And there I am again. We just have to open the registry editor. And go here, here, here. And we need to create a new key called lab config. Like this. And once we got that, we gotta make a few D-word values. I don't know why I keep talking in the collective of all of us watching. You're just watching. I'm doing. You know, it'd be great if you could help me. It's fine, you can't help me. I'm far beyond helping. Okay, what are we adding? A D-word value that does all these things? Oh look, I set them all to 1 already. Editing magic. And we also have to bypass the RAM requirement. Why? What is wrong with this keyboard? Oh my god. There. Now we just close that, close this, and it should just work. Never mind. What? This PC can't run Windows 11. Yes, it can. Did I not edit all the registry things that I need to edit? Or is this CPU worse than I thought? I really hope it's not that second thing. Look at that, they're all there. Did I not name these? Oh, I see. There's 2 S's. Keyboard is my downfall once again. Okay, now that we got a normal amount of S's for the word bypass, let's see if it works now. I hope that's all it was. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, let's go. I accept the license because, yes, I am authorized to bind the organization. I accept the license. Next, it's installing. Oh wow, that was fast. It already copied files. How did it do that? I don't even hear the disk spinning. I guess the disk is just for booting purposes only. Yeah, I think it's just installing from the USB. Oh yeah, it is. Well, that's interesting. It must have just searched all the drives that were connected and found the install.wim. Good for it. That was a very stupid way to get this to work. I guess we'll see if it even boots after all of this. Installing Windows time-lapse. Here's a song I made with Windows 7 and macOS sounds. Go! It's booting for real! Why did I make that sound? Getting devices ready. I'm ready. I'm a device. I'm ready. Good to know that the Windows 11 spinning circle is still not centered properly. Gotta love it. Oh, well, this is a good sign. Is that the Windows 10 just a moment screen? Okay, I'm gonna ignore that and eat food at 11 p.m. at night. Oh, it's the Windows 11 logo. Oh, that might be the laggiest Windows 11 animation I've ever seen. Okay, we're almost there, but we're not done yet. Because I want an offline account, so it should be pretty simple. On 23H2, you just click yes, yes again. No, I don't. Why does it want me to add a second keyboard layout? Skip. And then the part where it says, let's connect you to a network, you just say you don't have internet. Did you know that was removed in the latest Windows 11 installer? I didn't until a couple days ago when I needed a Windows 11 VM for something, and there was no I don't have internet button. And when I disconnected the Ethernet, it literally just said, you better connect it to the internet or you can't install Windows 11. How nice is that? Feels pretty dystopian to me. Alright, let's continue with a limited setup. Microsoft trying to gaslight me into thinking that this is going to be limited. Who's going to use this device? Me. What's your password? Nothing. No. Windows 11. That's me gagging with excitement. Oh boy, am I super happy to have this on here. Yay, Windows 11. It may not be the latest version of Windows 11, but it's Windows 11 on an iMac from 2007. Why are you turning off? We did it. What do we do now? We've pushed over the edge and now there's nothing. We're in a sea of terrible. What do I do? Seriously. I gotta get rid of this stupid widget that's gonna give away my location. And then we'll play some games. First things first, the taskbar. Why does Microsoft make this the worst experience ever right out of the box? Get all this unnecessary stuff off of here. And get it on the left as the founders intended. Oh boy, do I love having everything in the way instead of off. Why is it so big? Once we're done playing games and messing with, I'm gonna put a USB in with 25H2 on it, and we're gonna see what it does if you try to upgrade it. It'll probably just say this PC doesn't work or absolutely destroy everything. But we'll get to that. First, updates. Yay, updates are done. Now Steam. I'd love to see this computer's specifications at the bottom of the Steam hardware survey. There we go.
Okay, well, they spent big on it, so what is your estimate?
I put sort of come and get me 50 to 80.
Right, well, they spent £150 on it.
Right, okay.
However, condition's great, it's in with a chance, yeah?
It's a good looking piece, it's well past, and I think I want it.
Okay, that's it. So that's the red team, onto the blue team. Now this is
All Hallows Eve is just for fun and games.
their first item.
Will allow me to explain. One night a year, the spirits come alive to tickle your fear. Let me be clear. One night a year, the spirits come alive to tickle your fear. Let me be clear. Spider webs, severed heads, it's the dawning of the dead. Ghosts are spawning, demons calling you from underneath your bed. Halloween, make you run, make you scream, deep into the darkness of the night. Halloween, make you live out your worst dream. Deep into the darkness of the night.
Japanese bronze vase. What do you thought?
Well, when I first saw this Meiji Gary vase, I thought it was actually
that you decided to accept my invitation. And you brought Saoirse along as well. Well, it's about time that we met face to face.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can you tell me where I am? I don't know how I got here, but I think I'm starting to understand. I don't belong among the angels, and maybe that's just fine with me. The things that
Introducing Jurassic World.
A chance to play the bard. I like it. Long ago, there was an evil witch named Shiko who had some pretty messed up ideas about the magic of the realm of shadows. Hold on. Let me find where the story really gets important. If you want to know about Shiko, you don't need me for that. Right. Here we go. And so, Unbreakable, born from the amalgamation of shadows of
which we paid £10, and it's coming up now.
Only explaining about him.
Profit, you're already at +6. You're now
Unbreakable Shadow. So, you showed up.
As did you. Though I'm certain you knew this was inevitable. Don't act as if I wouldn't confront you sooner or later.
Hay and everyone else practically urged me to do this, because all of them said we needed to talk.
They all deem it necessary for the better of what relations we share.
Relations. As if we had any to begin with.
And what is that meant to imply?
That we've never had relations, Unbreakable. It's always been, I've tried to keep my realm of shadows and everything I believe in intact, and you have done nothing but sing the opposite tune. Because you've always had it out for me, just because I chose a path different from Shiko's.
Of course. You think it's always about that woman, don't you?
Because it always has been! You still can't accept the fact that I've thrived without her influence. And you know that without her, without me, you're nothing. You're just a bitter old man that's lost, now that his punching bag is gone.
How dare you, boy! This has nothing to do with my vision of you anymore. It has everything to do with everything.
So once I get you to the dental conclusion from that, you should be looking at 1900. Well,
Perhaps you are not so different from her after all.
Okay. So in the meantime, let's find out what the auctioneer has to say about Thomas's goals.
All I've ever done is give my followers and this community of mine the appraisal and respect they deserve for all the admiration they've shown someone like me. I've even gone so far as to try and appease you, of all people. I've given you your own fracture of the realm to remain in. I've given you aid in the game you love playing so much. And I've even helped you guide your acolyte when she was lost. I have done all of this. All of this! And you treat me like garbage. You think I haven't noticed, Unbreakable? I've gone to such efforts to make you happy, when I could have better spent all that time and effort keeping my community happy. So I'll ask you now, why do you hate me so much?
Shadow, I assure you that...
No, tell me. You owe me that much. This is my realm I've opened to an old grouch like you.
So why am I such an affront to your very existence when you literally wouldn't even be here without me?
I would say, but you clearly won't listen at this point. I'm so just everything you never want to be in your eyes, aren't I?
I may not have wished to before, but despite what you think, even after everything, I'm still willing to give you a chance, Unbreakable. The only thing I want now is for you to stop hiding the truth from me about everything that everyone has been telling me you've been saying.
Fine. You may ask away.
First off, Saoirse and Infallible. Why would you not tell me you had an acolyte? Especially considering you had me believing for so long you abused my realm's blessing for the sake of having a follower.
Because I knew you wouldn't understand.
Understand what?
That I never abused the realm's power to make Saoirse who she is now. I may be many things, Shadow, but careless has never been one of those things. I know that abusing the realm of Shadow's gift can have such dire consequences. Even back then, I would not dare violate such virtues of yours for the sake of my acolyte.
Do you really care for her that much, then?
I loved her so much. When first we crossed paths, she was but nobody to me. But the words you heard from the Druid and others are all truth. I destroyed her old village, reduced it but to ash and cinders. There was but no trace of any other populace there after I made my way through. All but her. Saoirse, a young girl, an innocent, who couldn't have known just what she would throw herself into. Even I was surprised that she had escaped my steeled gaze in my initial attack. But when she showed her inner flame and attacked me, well...
You didn't, kill her, did you?
Would I be telling this story if I did? I didn't think so. Regardless, as she laid unconscious before me, I felt something different come over me. Under any other circumstance, I would have cast her body off into the abyss, never to be seen again. This girl sparked something within me. No one had ever dared to stand before me like she did. Rather than finish her off as she lay there, helpless, I brought her here, to the realm of shadows.
If she isn't truly of the realm, those sorts of magics would be heavy upon her. But how did she take to it?
No. Well, initially. Of course she was scared, terrified, in disbelief that her body had such magic within it now. Seeing me again for the first time since waking up didn't help matters either. But I cared not. I aimed to be a guide to her.
Sorry,
a
guys.
mentor. Enlighten her in the realm's way, how I knew it. Teach her a way to stand to those far worse than I. Days of our training turned into weeks. Weeks into months. It was grueling for her more days than others, but never did I push her. As she gained more of an understanding of her new abilities, she gradually saw less of a monster in me, and more of a mentor, a teacher, a